And what's good, YouTube? It's Supreme J here. Now today we are going to be doing a video on, I don't think if I mentioned that I got this, but I have had a Secret Labs chair now since Christmas, right? My girlfriend bought it for me. Shout out to my girlfriend. And yeah, I've had it basically now for, over 90 days, and so I feel like it's time to go ahead and talk about it, say if it's worth it. And from my perspective, I'm going to be telling you guys if it's worth it from someone that may be able to game a couple of hours here and there. Obviously I edit my videos at my computer desk, and I'm also now a realtor, and so I am going to be spending a little bit more computer time nowadays as well. And that's really why I started to want to get ready for getting a office chair, gaming chair, ergonomical chair. And my hand-me-down chair that I had for years, it was just really hurting my back, hurting my butt. It wasn't comfortable at all, discomfortable I should say. Now, to get this out the way, right, there is the people that are going to talk about how, oh, you don't need a gaming chair, just get an ergonomical office chair, right? But not every ergonomical office chair is made the same, of course. I mean, I know that there's the good brands like Herman Miller that have all these different adjustments and stuff, but if you go on Amazon, you search ergonomical office chair, they don't all have the features for less than this chair, which was like $500. Some of them do, which is cool, but I just felt like it didn't fit what I was looking for. So I'm gonna go over the biggest features of why I wanted this chair in particular. So with that being said, I do have to lower the camera a little bit. So let's get this lowered. Alrighty, so one of the things that was a must-have, right, that not every chair has, most of them do, but some of them don't, is that I can adjust this up and down a pretty good length. There's sometimes where I want it really low, sometimes where I want it higher up. It's a nice quality material, it feels sturdy. That was something important. Another thing that I really wanted was I wanted to be able to change the directions of the armrest. I can turn them straight or I can turn them inward. And then these also magnetically come off, so if you want to, you can get a more cushiony one. I personally don't think that these are that uncomfortable. I feel like it's pretty, pretty standard for what I would be looking for. It's not plush like a cloud, but I mean, if you really want to, like I said, it is an option out there, right? And then this chair has, and I don't want to back into my shelf too much, but so this chair, it does feature, that, pillow, right? But what's cool about it, and I'm sure you guys all know this, it's magnetic, right? And so it stays in place, it's not strapped in, it doesn't look ugly or whatever, and this pillow is genuinely comfortable. Like, if I recline this a little bit, right, if I just wanted to take a minute and chill from doing whatever, I just wanted to, like, I can see myself being able to take a nap, right? And obviously for my size constraints in my smaller room, I can't fully recline this chair, but it can fully recline, and it can go quite up as well, right? So you know what I mean, it's just one of those things where you really have to play around with, and you have to see what works for you. The other big reason why I wanted it, right, is I'm going to twist around. You're going to notice this little knob right here. So I forget which is which, but one knob has the lumbar support to exert out, and one knob has the lumbar support to go up and down. So when you get the chair and you sit in it, I'm going to be honest, it's not going to feel comfortable. It's going to feel weird, and everything about it's just going to feel, you're going to be like, oh my god, I regret this. I didn't have that harsh of a feeling, but I can understand how somebody's going to have that type of reaction. You really have to play around and get it exactly how you want it, which is why I'm not going to adjust it right now, because I have it perfect for how I like it for my setup. So like I said, the littlest thing, the exact height of the armrest, if you want this angled inward or outward, how much of a recline do you want in the chair, if at all, or do you want it straight up, exactly where do you want the pillow, where do you want the, like, all of those things. You really have to just spend a couple of hours in the chair, play around with it, then sit some more with that setup and figure out what you like, right? Because if not, then yeah, you're going to think that the chair is uncomfortable. Now, let me talk about the sitting cushion of this chair. It's gotten to the point where it has softened up a little bit, and I would say that obviously if somebody was in this chair 8 hours a day, it's going to soften up a little bit more. But I do notice a difference between how soft this chair was now compared to back then, right? So, now it's not like, oh my god, I'm in clouds. Like this pillow, it feels like you're in clouds. The seat cushion itself, it isn't gonna feel like you're in clouds, but you sink in just enough where you're like, okay, this isn't bad, you know what I mean? Like, and for me, I think that it works. If you want something that's like super cushiony, this chair is not for you. Um, but I understand the importance of at least decent ergonomics, right? Because I understand that this isn't the most ergonomical chair. But for me, this chair works because I feel like it's good quality, it has the decent ergonomics, and it's not super cushiony, but it's not like firm to the point where it's uncomfortable. So it just works for the type of chair that I like, right? Like at work, sometimes depending on where I'm at and I sit in the chair, you really just sink in, right? And it's not bad, and then there's other chairs where you sit down and you're like, oh my god, I'm sitting on a brick. And so for me, this is the perfect medium, right? And then, so let's real quick though go into like the actual qualities of the chair and the materials. So this pillow, it is very, very plush. Like this is generally a comfortable pillow. If I could find this pillow in a bigger size to sleep with, I would. Like that's how comfortable it is. And then let me just show you guys really quick how the chair actually looks. So I told my girlfriend that I wanted the Secret Labs chair, and I told her to just go ahead and surprise me and get, I gave her a couple color options basically. And for this one, I really liked because it's not like super bright and loud, but it's just enough that, I liked it, right? So it's like this nice navy blue, and you can see the Secret Lab stitching. Stitching quality is pretty nice. The stitching on the sword, there's no issues there. It's from League of Legends, which I don't play, but I still just think the chair looks cool. You have a nice light blue, which is my favorite color right there, with some silver accents. And then you have like this cloud, almost resembles like the Akatsuki clouds going down the side right there. And then on the bottom, and here's a look at the compression, right? Like it's pretty firm, but it's not super firm, right? And then you have more blue. Oh yeah, the swiveling and all that doesn't make any weird noises. It glides pretty smooth on hardwood floor. I like it. My other hand-me-down chair was super clunky and made a lot of noise. This one's a lot more quiet. I chose to get the leatherette. I don't know why people like the cloth one. To me, it's nasty. I would never get a cloth office chair. I 100% leatherette all the way. Just condition it and use your leather wipes and keep it clean. I don't see the point in getting a cloth one. I don't understand how some people's houses get so hot. And yeah, when your house is cold, this does feel a little bit cold, but just put a little folded blanket or something. I don't know. I'm team leatherette all the way. But the reason why I really like this chair is, just look at that back view. Like, it just looks cool. Like, this is such an artistic design right here. I absolutely love it. There is one problem with the chair, and it has been like this since it arrived. That little stitch piece. And I've been needing to clip it off, but I wanted to get it on video first. Yeah, that was the only like quality control issue. Besides that though, I haven't had any issues with this chair. I love it. I'm very happy that I chose to get a more premium chair, or that I chose to ask my girlfriend for a more premium chair. I know that sometimes, and let me put the camera back down. Obviously, when it comes to something that's popular, there's always going to be that crowd of haters that, thinks it's overrated and whatnot, right? And, to a fault, there is these content creators that get sponsored, and so they, kind of kiss the butt of the brands that they're getting from and stuff. This isn't sponsored. I'm not monetized on this video. I have no reason to exaggerate or anything. You know, all I'm here is to tell the truth from my experience with my usage rates, right? And so I generally think that this is a good chair to buy. I don't see the point in going and buying the cheap Amazon chair or a cheap eBay chair or whatever that's going to be clunky, that's going to fall apart. This feels like it's going to last me a long, long time, right? And I think that that's very important, especially for the price, right? Like, you don't want to buy something that's, you know, $500 and it feels cheap. Nothing about this chair to me feels cheap. The materials feel good, the comfort is there, the quality that it's crafted in feels good, and so I like it a lot. And that's just my honest opinion on it. Oh, and that's one thing I didn't touch on, the assembly. The assembly, you know, I did it by myself. Not that hard. The instructions, you get a big old instruction sheet. I don't have it no more, but you know, it's a pretty easy assembly that even a little klutz like me can do it. So yeah, with that being said, overall, this chair, any cons that I feel like it's lacking, the only thing that I can say is, and I don't want this to sound hypocritical from what I was saying earlier, if the seat cushion had a little bit more cushion, it would be the perfect chair. But besides that, though, there's nothing that I can fault this chair for or feel like it's lacking in for the price. And so with that being said, I would give this chair a 9 out of 10, right? Like I said, it's that good middle ground of comfort, but if it was a little bit more cushiony, I would love it even more. But like I said, I think it's a good chair. I think it's worth it. And you know, don't be afraid to, you know, check Facebook Marketplace and stuff. I was considering getting it off Marketplace, and you can get some lightly used ones for, you know, a pretty decent deal. And so if you want to save money but still get this type of chair, don't be afraid to get one used. You know what I mean? As long as there's no rips or nothing, nothing's broken, just give it a good sanitation, wipe down the leather really good, put some conditioner, and you know, keep it pushing. To be honest, if you can't afford you know, the full price of the chair, which, hey, ain't no shame in that. So with that being said, let me know in the comments down below, would you guys get a Secret Life chair? Do you guys have one? And make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. My voice. And subscribe. Peace.